back. As we've been talking about this morning, the era of artificial intelligence is well underway. It promises to make our personal and professional lives a whole lot easier. A new startup is looking to take the recruiting process into the 21st century. Joining us right now is the president and CEO of Haya Technologies, Vacit. Arat. Vacit, good to see you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for the invitation.
And your main customer is the HR department of companies. Tell us about your company's AI technology, which uses human-like avatars to conduct interviews for the HR departments.
First off, the technology originated from University of Southern California's Institute of Creative Technologies. And we built upon that. It's basically an avatar that shows up on the screen that knows how to ask questions, listen to the answers, and also answer the candidate's questions about the company and the job position, and score those answers appropriately such that this average of about 250 applicants per job in the United States, you essentially get a list of them all prioritized in terms of job skills, cognitive skills, answers to behavioral and situational questions, not only just the knockout questions for qualifications in the job. So it is a full-blown conversation with a candidate that results in a score at the end of the process, such that the employers can decide who to invite for those last interviews, the 4 to 6 people. That is the industry average.
One of my favorite days every month is Jobs Friday, and we talk about how there's over 6.6 million job openings out there. And so your
6.6 million?
6.6 million job openings that haven't been filled yet. And so part of your technology helps employers place, essentially. And
Yes.
What can your technology do for those employers in regards to cost? Because it's very expensive. We see that it costs about an average employer $4,200 per employee.
Yeah. So what we do is, at the minimum, we replace the telephone interviews. Telephone interviews are those that recruiters do, take about half an hour or so each, 20 to 40 minutes, depending on the situation. And these are extremely repetitive. And frankly, the recruiters do not like doing these things. I mean, they just come to work every day, they do 30 of them, and then they go back home, come back in again, do the same thing. So we take over that function altogether. That's one. Secondly, we allow the companies to do much more comprehensive tests than asking the routine questions. And we actually force them to think about what is the right question for this candidate to qualify for this job.
You know, with the knock on artificial intelligence is that, you know, you can't intake nuance. That's more of a human ability. Is that positive?
It's like sending an email. You don't get the tone that someone might have in an email.
No, actually we do, because we watch the candidate while they're answering the question. We watch their facial expressions and gestures, etc. And we judge. We use it in 2 ways. One of them is to judge what they're saying and whether or not they're stressed or anything. And secondly, we feed that to our avatar to behave accordingly. If we sense that the candidate is nervous, then we direct the avatar to say things in a certain way. You know, for example, go back a little bit, soften up a little bit, move the head about 7 degrees to the left.
Does the avatar get smarter as the interview goes on, or as the process goes on with it?
Machine learning is built into this whole process. The avatar gets smarter in terms of its behaviors and the way it talks, as well as the intelligence and the questions and scoring of the answer.
So the technology goes beyond the initial screening process. You're talking about including reference checks, performance reviews, right?
Yes, absolutely. So that starting point is the recruiting, and then there's so many other things inside of HR, let alone outside of HR. Inside of HR, there's training, internal training and certifications in the company, for example. And even exit interviews can be conducted, which is a little stressful for us to do ourselves, frankly.
So companies need this because, first of all, it's not an appealing job for many people, right? To be able to make these phone calls and to do these exit interviews. So there. But is it really helping on cost? Is it cost effective?
It is cost effective. We believe that the $4,200 per hire number in the United States, we correspond to approximately 1/3 of that, and we reduce that cost by about 70%. So we do offer a cost reduction in the whole process, let alone compress the time to hire someone.
So a 25% cost savings is the way to...
approximately.
And you're doing a lot with healthcare, right? That was one of the...
Interestingly, we were approached by quite a few companies outside of HR. Our first purchase order came from a healthcare company who is doing clinical trials. You know, these are the companies who talk to hundreds or thousands of people for a particular pharmaceutical, for example, that is being tried on these people for like 6-9 months, and they need to be interviewed every week. So they said, gosh, you know, this is a repetitive, boring thing for us to do. People hate it, and why don't we just, you know, jazz it up and do it using an avatar?
Interesting idea, Vacit. Really, really great. Congratulations. We'll be watching the developments. Thanks so much. Vacit Arat joining us there.